Good morning, Tiger. I'm sorry this interview was delayed by my illness, but I really wanted the Creators Club on Facebook to have an opportunity to get to know Tiger. What was your inspiration with art? How did young Tiger find his way to being a creator?
The journey into creativity started with photography in my teens. I began with 35mm film, and by the late 90s, I was diving into digital photography. I've never considered myself a traditional artist because I just don't have that skill. In fact, I actually failed an art class in high school. But photography? That clicked for me. Over time, people started asking me to take pictures of their families, then events, and eventually, I found myself shooting weddings, city and county events, and even business photography, including product shots and website images. Even with all that, I never really saw myself as a creator until I started this group. It took time for me to get comfortable with the idea of being called an artist. I'm still not one, but I am a creator, and that is a label I have proudly embraced. That is why I named the group after it, because creativity comes in many forms, and we all have something to bring to the table.
I am sure all of our followers would love to know. Why Tiger? What is significant about the Tiger for you?
For 20 years, I have managed stores at 4 different Tiger Pond locations. Over time, people started calling me Tiger because it was easier to remember than my actual name. Later, as I embarked on a journey of self-discovery, I realized that tigers symbolize strength, courage, and protection, which resonated with me on a deep level. The name stuck, and I embraced it. Now it not only represents my experience and values, but also provides a little anonymity online. No one knows my last name, and I am perfectly fine with that.
That's like me and Muse. My first social handle on Black Planet was Gemini Muse 0621, and Muse just stuck. It has been my alias for decades and can definitely give that much needed separation. What would you say is the thing you most enjoy about creating art?
For me, it's not just about the final product, it's the process of creating that brings the most joy. The outcome can be beautiful, meaningful, or even impactful, but the real satisfaction comes from the act of creating itself. That's where the magic happens for me. It's in those moments of exploration, problem solving, and pure expression that I feel most connected to what I do. Whether it's capturing a perfect shot, bringing an idea to life through design, or even just experimenting with something new, the joy is in the journey. Creating is where I find clarity, energy, and a whole lot of times, I find a little bit of myself.
My creation process is truly therapy. I have created far more than I have ever shared. Honestly, on some projects, the need is fulfilled in the creation. What was the process for creating your banner-winning design?
I don't always know my processes, but this one started with the challenge of the banner challenge, something to capture the spirit of the Creators Club, right? So to me, the Creators Club is about a community of creative friends. That's what it was all about. So I wanted to design something that reflected that vibe, right? I started with Mage Space, made an image of the silhouette of the group, and then took off the background and made the colorful, electric, smoky backdrop for some energy in the scene. From there, I went to Adobe Express and put the name and the community of creative friends. I think I did a little bit of final editing and layer adjustments in Express to bring it all together a little bit too. The goal was to just capture creativity and community. So whether it's capturing a perfect shot, bringing an idea to life, design, or even just experimenting with something new, the joy is in the journey. Creating is where I find clarity, energy, and a whole lot of times I find a little bit of myself.
Always humble, Tiger. I know firsthand the amount of work that you put in after the generation process. Well, it was a winning banner. Thanks for chatting with me via text for this. It was a blast.
This was fun. Awkward being on the hot seat, but always like doing something new, so this was cool. Thanks for doing this.